It's called Real Men, Real Style, not Antonio Centeno. Now, gents, I don't mean to come off as a whiny little bitch here, but being a YouTuber can be tough. Seriously, I gotta wake up before noon, take a shower, make my hair look pretty, eat my avocado toast, and then talk to a camera. Now, the problem being a YouTuber that's tasted a bit of success is it seems like the work never ends. You're constantly feeding the beast. You are putting videos out there, putting your heart in those videos and seeing your best ones flop. And you're constantly tempted to go to the dark side, to take shortcuts, to use clickbait, to do things that sometimes are unethical. Gents, the purpose of today's video isn't to bitch and complain, although I'm going to do some of that. No, the purpose of this video is to share with you guys the behind the scenes, the problems that a person faces, a YouTuber faces, trying to come up with new content, trying to come up with new ideas every single day. So, what exactly do you do? It's a great question because a lot of people see me putting these videos out, but they have no idea how do you make a living? What is it that you sell? Do you sell a service? Do you sell products? Does YouTube pay you? What is it that you do that actually you can earn money doing it? Now, the short answer is I do a lot of things. And if you want to see the complete list, go over to antoniocenteno.com. Over on that website, I actually list all the businesses I'm involved with right now. And I actually list out businesses that I started that I either shut down or just didn't work out. Now, as a YouTuber, I do get paid by YouTube for the ads I allow to be ran on my videos. But as a business owner, I also have a website, which brings in revenue. I own Vitaman.com, which is a grooming company, which brings in revenue. I have a media company, Menfluential Media, that brings in revenue. So as you can see, I've got this mini men's lifestyle empire with each revenue source bringing in a stream of income. And if you can imagine a river that has all of those tributaries, individually, they're not huge, but together they are pretty good sized. Now, getting back to the topic of this video, why do I hate YouTube? I'll tell you the answer. Because I feel like I'm having to constantly feed a mercurial monster that every single day changes what it wants. And if you don't feed it the right thing, it spits it back at you. But I'll tell you that as a creator, you put a lot of time and effort into the structure, filming, putting these things together. And it is just so frustrating. I'll tell you, one of my biggest frustrations is my best videos don't have the best. I mean, they don't really have that many views. I've got videos that we put our heart and soul into. We did dozens and dozens, if not, well, close to 100 hours of research. And they get maybe 10,000. 15,000 views. And I know that's relative. Some of you guys, smaller creators, are like, well, I wish I would get something like that. But when you have videos getting millions of views, simply how to tuck in your shirt or how to roll your shirt sleeves, those are cool. I'm very thankful for that. And I am grateful, by the way, what YouTube has given me. But it's so frustrating when you're trying to feed this beast and it keeps changing its mind. It really is something that as a creator, as someone that is constantly trying to put out their best, it's disheartening at times when you put something out there and it doesn't reach it. You know, people are telling you it's great, but yet it doesn't seem to reach your audience. Now, I'll freely admit that a big part of this is my problem. I'm attaching too much emotion to what I'm creating. But if any of you guys have ever done a creative process, something that you view as art, and I'm not saying my videos are, masterpieces here, but I am saying that, I try to come up with creative ways of doing these videos. I try to think through, I try to connect ideas, things I've read in science, things I've read in economics, and I try to bring it into style to make it relevant. And it's so frustrating. It's something that whenever you see a video and you see the velocity of it is low, that it's not reaching that many people, that after 24 hours, that video got only 7,000 or 8,000 people that watched it. When you've got subscribers, and well over a couple million, you're like, come on, what is going on? Why isn't YouTube getting this out there? And I have to admit, it is emotionally taxing. Another thing that can really run you down, burn you out, is constantly trying to come up with new creative ideas. I believe creativity is a muscle. It's something that you have to stretch. It's something that you have to practice, something that you get better over with time. A lot of people think you're born with it. I disagree. I think it's something that you can develop. Yes, you're born with an innate ability, but you can train up that muscle and you can really do amazing things. The problem, though, is I'm always trying to improve upon or do better than what we did the day before or last week. You look at a video you created a year ago that did really well, got over 1 million views, and you're like, okay, how can I approach this and do something even more creative that's going to bring in more viewers, bring in more people? Now, one thing that's really helped me over the last year is actually having creative meetings with my team. In case you guys don't know, I'm not a one-man band. I've actually got a team of about 10 people, and we have what are known as creative meetings twice a week. And we'll sit in and we just bounce ideas off each other. So we work on scripts. We come up with ideas, and it's amazing like what people can throw at you. Some someone that, yeah, you didn't expect, they maybe had a more specific job, but they come in and they have got great copy ideas. They saw a video and they're bringing in something, and it just really helps out when you've got a wide variety of other people that you can pull from. And by the way, if you've got ideas for videos, if you would like to come work with me and script videos, if you think that you would make a great video talent here at Real Men Real Style, aka popping in these videos with me, because it's called Real Men Real Style, not Antonio Centeno. I really want to bring in more people. I want to bring in some diversity. I fear that if you guys can see yourself in the videos, that's going to be a great thing. So it doesn't matter if you're a man, if you're a woman. All I care about is that you've got talent, you want to work in men's style, and that you're willing to work hard to be able to make this happen. If this at all sounds interesting, down in the description of today's video, I'm going to have a special link so that you can apply over at Real Men Real Style. Now, this next one probably won't bother a lot of you thick-skinned guys, but I am relatively thin-skinned. And it is something that when I upset people, I don't even know what I do sometimes, but I upset them. I really do want to believe that we can find a mutual understanding. You realize there are just trolls out there, and other times there are just things you can't control. I had one of you guys reach out to me the other day. I don't know how you got my phone number, but you're texting me saying that YouTube is blocking you from leaving comments on my video. And I'm like, I don't block people. We do try to prevent, bad words and things like that. So we've got a few filters, but I have no idea. I went in and looked for your comments. I realized I was spending 20 minutes trying to figure out how to help this person when we're really talking about a YouTube comment. And again, this is something that's probably self-inflicted. I need to just brush it off. But if you're going to put anything out there, if you're going to try to have impact, you got to realize that you are going to upset and offend people. I talk about men's style. I really don't think that we're very offensive in what we talk about. But still, I had one person member write me a 1,000-word letter about how he was offended on something I talked about with shorts and how men should be able to wear any length shorts they want, be able to show their legs. Wow, you wrote 1,000 words about this. Obviously, you care deeply about this issue. I know me, and I need to take this advice. I just need to let things roll off my back like water on the back of a duck. Just let it, roll off. All that being said, the good far outweighs the bad. You know what I love about my channel? The fact that I get to connect with so many of you guys, and so many of you have written me letters telling me how my channel has inspired you, how it has reawakened who the man you are, the man you know yourself to be. Just the last couple weeks, I've probably gotten 36 letters. Really appreciate this, guys. And I will be sending the coins out to you. In case you don't know, when you leave an inspiring comment and we select you down in the comments below, or if you write me a letter, that's the best way, you will get a coin. And these challenge coins are unique to RMRS. Gents, I love sending these coins because they inspire, because they send a message. They're a small token, a small trigger that could help you become the man you know yourself to be. I've said it in many of my videos, but I'd like to believe that maybe this small token, this small gift from me, this small thing, something that you carry with you, reminds you to try your best, to put in your all, to give your utmost effort. And this right here, guys, is what I love to see. I know so many of you guys are diamonds. So many of you are these stones that have been created under heat and pressure, and all you need is a little bit of a shine, and all of a sudden the world's going to be able to see what you have to offer, who you are. So remember, leave comments in these videos, inspire others, write me a letter. The P.O. box is down in the description as well. Point being is I want you guys to become great. Another thing I love about being a YouTube creator is being able to help other creators. And this is the same in any space that you're in. Anytime that you can help a peer, there's just something really rewarding about that. Somebody that's doing the same thing and reaches out to you for assistance. So I don't know, it's like 6 months, 8 months ago, I'm talking with a guy named Noah Kagan. I love what he does over at AppSumo, very successful company. And he's trying to figure out YouTube. So guess what? I made time to talk with him, tried to help him out, point him in the right direction, gave him a number of tips. And I'm looking at his channel together. The guy is blowing up. He had a video, just want him to get hundreds of thousands of views. The guy is having an impact on his industry. Patrick Bet David, I bet some of you guys remember back, I think 2017, I flew down to Dallas and did a joint video with him and his channel when it was just getting started. He didn't pay me for that. I simply went down there on my own dime, and I loved what the guy was doing. I loved his message. His channel was incredibly small at the time, but I recognized this guy is going to go places. He's a hustler. This guy just is a smart business guy, and it was a great time. Me and my son spent time with him. We drove around in his, BMW i8. Now going back and checking on his channel, the thing is bigger than mine. And I love the fact that in a small way, I had influence and impact on his channel. And even though I said that YouTube can be a creativity drain, that you can easily burn out on this platform, what I do appreciate is that YouTube has forced me to really level up my creativity muscle. In fact, if you look at my new business I'm about to launch here soon, is Mission fragrances. What I love about this, I might as well have called it mental focus, because that's what this is about. Guys, you notice I put out a lot of fragrance videos. I have found a new passion, something I love, but something I realize I love it because of the way the smell, the scent makes me feel. Interesting how you link emotion with fragrance. And I look around and nobody seems to be talking about this. Nobody is putting out the research. Nobody is putting out fragrances specifically designed to actually affect your mood. If you haven't seen it, Mission Fragrances, honor, courage, commitment. Imagine being able to wear a fragrance that would help you perform at a higher level, stay more focused, help you be more alert, but also just simply be in the zone. Whether you're training for a triathlon, whether you're trying to overcome anxiety and be able to give a presentation to your boss's boss, you want to check out what we're doing over at Mission Fragrances. Now, gents, I appreciate you sitting through this video, and if you've got something to add, I want to hear from you down in the comments below. I'm going to go down and engage with every single comment because I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the support, and I appreciate your wisdom, your thoughts. I always learn great things in the comments, so if you've got ideas of how I can improve myself, ways that I can make RMRS better, video topic ideas, let me know down in the comments, and I'll make sure to get down there and interact with you guys. So what video to watch next? How about this one where I talk about losing everything, getting fired, and just one of the lowest points in my life. Talk about overcoming that, everything that went through my mind. I enjoyed this video a lot different from most of my videos, and if you enjoyed this one, you'll probably enjoy this one even more.